What's up, everyone? I am Gabriel Joseph. It's my name on all social media accounts. Put an underscore in between the I am and Gabriel, and pretty much you can see everything that I'm doing as far as my social media accounts. Mastering Life TV, that's the channel you're watching right now. And in this next video, I pretty much am talking about our children. Okay, now this is for the parents. This is for parents. I don't care how old your child is. I don't care, how young they are. But we all want our kids to grow up to be these perfect model citizens. Okay, we all want little man to be able to make it to the NBA, okay, or the NFL and stuff. We all want little princess to breeze through school and be super smart and go to college and get the degrees, you know what I'm saying, or be that real estate agent. And we all want so much for our children. But what we have to realize as parents, we are the reasons for their growth, where they go in life. And there's one main thing that dictates where your child goes in life. And I'm gonna talk about it right now. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel first.
Blessings on blessings on blessings. Look at my life, man, that's lessons on lessons on lessons.
I feel blessed. Way up, I feel blessed.
What's up, everyone? I'm so glad that you're here right now with another video, and I am Gabriel Joseph. I know I'm looking a little rough. I know it's been a while, but I've been putting out so much content, I don't have time to shave. This is like I'm focused right now. This is like my playoff beard. You know what I'm saying? This is hoodie mellow right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the zone. I'm putting out content after content after content. Okay. So right now, this video I also had to put on my amethyst. You know what I'm saying? I had to. If y'all don't know about these stones, man, maybe I should do a video about that. But if y'all don't know about these stones, man, and the effects of these stones, man, you missing out on a large portion of beneficial things for your body and your life, But moving forward, this video, like I said, is for the parents. This video is for anyone dealing with got kids, children, teenagers that think they grown-ups, whatever. This is for my parents out here, man. And again, we all want our children to grow up a certain way. Sometimes we may not even like the decisions that our kids make. We may not like the projection of the direction that their life is going. We may not. But what we all have to do is take responsibility for a lot of what our children are doing. And I'll tell you right now, the main thing that is going to dictate the way your child is brought up in this world, or the way your child even has a perspective of this world, is the environment that you create or allow. Point blank, period. It's the environment. You gotta understand. Look at the flowers and the plants outside. Them flowers and plants is growing just fine until you opened up that factory down the street. Now you got the smoke and the fog blowing all over the place. Now all of a sudden you got plant life dying. Because the environment, you change the environment. Fossil fuels, all that stuff, you got everything burning off in the atmosphere. You change the environment. I've even heard that those wind turbine things, the big fans, I don't know, where I'm from, we just describe stuff what it is. It's a big fan that blows in the air, is way high in the air, that type of description. So, I think they call it turbines, I don't know. But, those big white fans, 3 blades. If you ever went on a road trip or something, you're probably gonna see them somewhere. I know they all over in Illinois, but I've heard that those, I heard that those kind of like have a reaction, like animals have a reaction to those. I heard that birds don't fly by them, and I don't think it's because they can get hit by them. I think it's because it's changing some type of projection of the way of the wind and stuff. It's like creating wind. I don't don't know what it is. But you got to understand that environment will shape and mold a kid. Get a kid, let's just say get a 25-year-old right now that grew up in the hood. Any hood, it ain't gotta be the Shy. It could be any hood. Get a kid that grew up in the hood, and then you see him at 25, and then put him next to somebody that grew up in the suburbs all their life, 25. And let's see where their mindsets are. Let's see how they grew up. And I guarantee they all grew up different. I can guarantee that now. Have you ever had a hood mama? A hood mama that'll curse you out at the breakfast table just because you asked for more butter on your grits? Yeah. So that kid dealing with that type of mama ain't seeing life the same way as the kid that's, oh, you want more butter? I thought I put more butter on it. I thought I put enough. Okay, let's just give him some more butter. That type of reaction right there is a different environment than the reaction that the ghetto kid had. You know what I'm saying? The kid in the hood. Okay? That's environment, people. Look at the teams. I played on plenty of teams in my life. From the age of 8, 9? I played sports, football, basketball. You understand the different coaches that I've had? The coaches that I've had almost dictate the team based off of how they coach the team, the type of environment, the type of culture that they allow or the culture that they create. That almost dictates the team, man. You could look at a team that's undefeated year after year after year after year. You walk in that locker room, it's a certain type of conversation happening. It's a certain type of energy and vibe happening. But that team that been losing every year, that team that ain't seen a W in a few years, go in that locker room. See what they talking about. They probably ain't even talking about the game. They probably ain't even talking about the sport that they play. They probably talking about general stuff, rappers, hood stuff, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff. Entertainment. It's a different environment there. And what I'm saying is when it comes to environment, that will almost shape and mold whatever you have growing in that environment. Straight up. I hate this to my core. To my core, I hate this. I see this happen, I want to pull the person out the car and throw them off the bridge. Yeah, that's what I want to do. If you in your car smoking squares and you got kids in your car and your windows are up, you shouldn't be smoking squares, period. Windows up or down. But if your windows are up and it's a baby in the back seat or something, man, or any kids, period, anybody under 15, man, like, man, you're really hurting that person. You know what I'm saying? And you're creating an addiction in that person. How many people do you know right now who smoke squares, who parents didn't smoke squares? How many people you know right now who smoke squares, who parents did smoke squares? See, it's a big number, you know what I'm saying, versus the other. So you gotta understand that environment creates the person that you're raising. You know what I'm saying? You are raising this little person, man. The Most High gave you power to almost shape and mold this person in a way that he didn't even do it. He shaped and molded the physical being and all this, but your DNA made that person look a certain way. Your DNA made that person think a certain way. Your DNA is in that person. So some of y'all need to check who y'all are to even see what you got in your kid. If you're free, come on now. Let's be real. We adults here. You better watch your kids. So understand, a little bit of you will always be in your kids. It ain't gonna be hard for your DNA to multiply as your seeds multiply. You know what I'm saying? That's common sense. So you're even shaping and molding your kid before your kid even comes into this world. Now, after you did all that and you shaped and molded the body and the type of eye color that your child will have, the type of hair texture your child may have, after you did that, you then have to keep the job going. You have to shape and mold your kid as they grow up, as they get older, okay? A lot of us have to watch how we talk to our children. A lot of us. I'm one of them. I ain't perfect. I'm still trying to master life too. I'm doing this channel so we all can learn. Okay? So, some of us have to watch how we talk to our kids. Some of us have to watch what we allow our kids to do. Some of us have to watch our kids a lot tighter than others. Okay? If little Timmy can go in the garage and make pipe bombs, okay? You clearly ain't watching him close enough. He should not have that much time on his hands on a long stretch of time for that matter before you check in and out on with him. Or even knowing your kid enough to know where their mind is. You should know if you got a psycho on your hands, and if your kid about to one day shoot a school up, you should know. You should know if your kid ain't got it all together and people teasing them and he just want them all to die. You should know that. You should be a little bit closer to your kid if you don't. You should know what your kid is into though. But what I'm saying is environment molds your kid, okay? Like I said before, if you're smoking around your kid, don't be shocked when your kid coughs a little bit or grows up wanting to smoke a square, or not even grows up. Your kid can be 13, 14 with that addiction out here trying to smoke also. I know grown people, old people brag about, man, I smoked since I was, and I'm shocked you ain't got the hole in your neck talking through the machine. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's another, I don't know what it's called, so I'm gonna call it a machine that you talk through like that. So you could be that type of person, but you're not. You know, you can literally look at kids right now and tell that they were a rose and grew through concrete. A lot of people, man, people probably do on this channel right now, you could look at both your parents and be like, I'm further ahead than both of them. I was further ahead than them when I was 23. You see what I'm saying? Like, some of us are better than our parents. Some of us have excelled further than them, made more money than them, own more property than them, have better credit than them. So don't get me wrong, environment ain't all the way bad. Some of us have it in us, the willpower. Some of us have it in us to see our environment and say, no, I'm gonna be different, regardless of how you was brought up in this world. A lot of people have been molested as children, who's come up in this world and become millionaires and very successful people, and who hasn't done it back to somebody else. So don't get me wrong, it's a lot of positives that can come out of being in a bad environment. But what I'm speaking on is more so the parents right now and how we have the options to create the environment. Let's not create a bad environment just so little man can be that much stronger and that much bigger and don't take nothing from nobody. You can raise a kid that don't take nothing from nobody, and you ain't have to curse them out every morning over bacon. Either. Like, straight up. You got some kids out here that are super hard. You got some kids out here that literally took up boxing, who are boxers right now, professional boxers. They didn't grow up in the slums. They didn't have to fight every day to prove they love. They didn't have to sit up here and walk all this so far past the rival gangs to get to school. They didn't have to do that stuff. So don't get out that mindset that you have to make your kid tough and you gotta be tough with them to show them what the world's gonna do and all that. Show them what the world's gonna do, but then show them your heart and your love right here under this roof. That's what I do. Straight up. I tell my kids, man, strangers can do this, that, and the other. They young. Stay away from strangers. Don't talk to strangers. That's my message to them at the age that they are. You know, as they get older, you don't think I'm gonna teach them about a lot more with life, a lot more to do with building credit, stuff like that. It's the mindset that you gotta have that you want your kids to grow. I have the mindset that I don't want nothing to surprise my kids. Nothing. I don't want nothing in life to surprise them. If somebody steals something from them, they're not gonna be all shocked. Oh my God, I can't believe somebody did this to me. Oh my, what am I gonna do? You see what I'm saying? I don't care if they get an A+, they hit the game-winning shot. They gonna expect to hit that game-winning shot. You ain't gonna be shocked. You knew you was gonna hit it. That's the mindset we gonna have moving forward in this household. But that's the environment that I'm creating. I tell my kids, you make a mess, I go back, I could easily just put that in there. No, I'm calling you out your room. Come on. Let me tell you. Huh? Well, yes, daddy. This your plate. Yeah, where does it go? Yeah, do it. You waiting for me for I'm not your maid. I already cooked your dinner. Now I gotta dispose of it too. No, come get your own plate. There's rules in this house. You got little kids, tell them put their toys away at a certain time. It should be structure in the house. You know, nobody should just be out just wilding, doing whatever they want as kids. But it's the environment that you create, okay? If you are with a spouse and y'all are constantly arguing, fighting, getting into it every day, it's a misunderstanding or argument. Do you not understand that your kids are watching y'all? Your daughter probably growing up, getting older, thinking that this is normal. It's normal for mommy and daddy to argue and fight. So it's gonna be normal for me to do that with a man. It's gonna be normal for me when a man wants to say something bad and I don't like it, and it's normal for me to yell at him and scream at him. So you gotta understand, if you wanna be or not, we the role models. They looking up to us. They're gonna do what we do. And what you think, what we allow each other to do, then that's pretty much what you are gonna do. So you gotta understand, you cannot allow yourself to create a foggy environment or a polluted environment or anything like that, or expect anything good to come out of it. Okay? So understand, y'all, environment is what creates your child's projected future. So make sure that you are checking the environment that you are creating for your child. All right? Gabriel Joseph, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Okay? 2 fingers. I'm gone.
Vibrate.